Hey everyone, and welcome back. So, as you can see today, we have the Peeps cereal. Shug shaking the tripod already. If you didn't catch a glimpse of Shuggles in the last video, I did a beauty box and hauled a couple items. So check that out and let's get straight into it. She just went to go get a toy, but we have the Peeps marshmallow flavored cereal with marshmallows. Limited edition out for Easter. And let's go ahead, and we also have here, let's go ahead and cut some of this off. We have the, I was wondering if this was going to stand. All right, we have the Peeps chocolate covered marshmallow. I'm like, okay. And I know my lips, I have this Jeffree Star lippy on, and man, it has got my lips looking super reddish. I'm like, but we're going to roll with it. Sorry about the nails. I tried to save a couple. Bought nail glue, and I'll be doggone, I lost one. I don't know if it was taking the trash out, but it is what it is. So, let's get into all this. And I was prowling around, and good old Jen put up a video. It is a organic vegetable haul. Let's see what that's all about, but let's get into our cereal. So, they are little rings here, and they look like Cheerios. Simon just took too much of a drink of water. Sorry about the in the background. So you got pink, blue, and yellow. And then you've got little Peeps marshmallows. Now, I will say that there's not a ton of marshmallows in my bowl here, but that's okay. It looks to be sweet enough. I do have some almond milk here. I poured in this little cup. I cannot stand soggy cereal, so let's go ahead and get into it. I'll probably pour, yeah, just a little bit of this. Oh, I also wanted to mention Stacy, it's S-T-A-Y-S-I, did a new Foodie Beauty cartoon, and it is absolutely amazing. As always, check Stacy out if you haven't. It's Stay and S-I, and it is amazing. Hilarious. You will not be disappointed, believe me. She is a one-woman band, and absolutely astounding work. I mean, you want to talk about talent, she is very talented, and check her out. All the cartoons have been amazing. They've been on point. So, let's get into our cereal here, and like I said, I had a little bit of almond milk, and I'm not going to pour it all on. I'm just going to take a bite or two, and we will get into the video. Okay. Let me get a piece here with marshmallow so I can get a good... Lucky Charms, straight up. Little tiny bit different, but Lucky Charms is what I'm gathering. Say hello, Simon. Simon. Hey, Simon. Simon. Say hello, everyone. Say there's Peeps involved. You can't have Peeps, Mr. Butt. I love you, too. I just love this damn dog. He is such a good boy. I know he always looks like a crumb snatcher. Excuse me, but he is such a good dog. Loyal and just the lovingest thing ever. Okay, Mr. Pigs. I'm going to have to put you down. Can everyone see your lovely face here? Oh, you don't want to get down. He don't want to get down. Okay, he don't want to get down. Say hi, Simon. Simon. Say hi, guys. All right, I love you. Let's put you down. Okay, you lay with Shuggy. Anyways, let's go ahead and knock our chocolate-covered Peep out, and then we will get to it. So, I don't know if I've ever had these. I did a Peeps, let me clear my palette here. Those are identical to Lucky Charms. Identical. I like them. They're actually good. They're not, I mean, they're sweet, don't get me wrong, but they're not too sweet. I like these. Kaya approved. These are good. These are real good. With Peeps Chick Bunny shaped marshmallows. Yeah, I like them. Very Lucky Charms this. Like I said, if you like Lucky Charms, you will like those. Keep your eyes peeled. If those go on sale after Easter, excuse me, like I said, if you like Lucky Charms, they're pretty much identical. And I showed this in a video before. This is the internal natural alkaline spring water. And I did a rant. I watched a Shane video. Check out the beauty box, and I don't want to go back into it. But I've been trying out different waters, and I like to test them. I know that's weird, but I like to find different ones and see what they're all about. So that's why we have that. But check out my beauty box and my haul video, and it'll explain all that. So I don't know if I've had these. Check a while back around this time. I did a Peeps Easter with all the different flavors. That's why I didn't want to go hard this year. Maybe if I find someone sell after Easter, I'll get some more. But I have already reviewed a lot of the different flavors, so I didn't want to get them again. And your girl already has different things for us to try, so I was like, I got enough right now. But if I do find them on sale, I might get us some. But there really wasn't too many different flavors from last year that I had already tried. So I got Sugar Bear underneath me, under my desk. I got to make sure I do not drop any chocolate. Everybody knows dogs are allergic. Or not allergic. Chocolate is toxic. Excuse me. So here's our little peep here. It's kind of shaped like a peep, a deformed peep. And let's get into it. I am going to grab a napkin because I do have Shuggy underneath me. Excuse me. So you have your typical yellow peeps. And the original one is the yellow. Okay, let me see here. It's a soft marshmallow. Decent quality chocolate. Not too bad. It's not your typical waxy, but it's not the best chocolate, but it's good. Let me take one more small bite here, and we will get started. Marshmallow is very, very soft. Yeah, chocolate's not too bad. So I'll wrap that up for later. Yeah, not too bad. If you find these ones so after Easter, excuse me, they're not bad. They really aren't. Marshmallow is very, very soft. Now, I'm just going to try and... I'll just... set it on. Actually, we'll just get rid of that. Okay, let's get started with Jen and see what is shaking. I don't know what to expect. I haven't really been on Jen ever since. Let me get a drink, excuse me. I haven't really been paying attention to Jen ever since the whole striking thing. I think Jen is boring, like I said before. And, you know, honestly, I don't really pay her no mind unless I'm going to do a video. Yeah, nothing astounding. I think, hold on and I'll tell you. My internet has been so weird, you guys, with this. I don't know what, but like I said, even before everything started, they came out and looked at it, and I think it's worse than what it was. So let's check out Jen here, and, yeah, so the cat video, and then so this is what happened, the bowling. Pfft, Jen's views aren't too amazing lately. I mean, I'm a small channel, yes, I do know that, before anybody says, well, your views ain't nothing exciting. Okay, so let's get into this, yeah, but this is 3 days ago, and it's got 5.7. So, I wonder to Jen, I know she's at 24.2. It almost looks like she might have lost some subscribers. Let's go ahead and get into this. Let me turn the ring light off. And then we'll have a little bit of light here, but yeah, I'm like, whatever. I've been trying to help my grandma out, excuse me, and get her yard together. My grandma is OCD. She loves a clean house, a clean yard, and even though it's just starting to be spring, she is ready to rock and roll. Usually she shops around, goes to a lot of stores, and since she can't, she is ready to get everything done, and oh my goodness. She keeps me busy, guys. Today we were on mission Lysol wipes. Didn't find any, but I did find some hand sanitizer, so I don't know. I've been finding little stuff here and there, but let's get to it. And I don't know what we're in here for.
Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm Jen.
And I'm Gene.
And today we have...
I want to say that his real name is Vernon, so I don't know if Gene's a middle name, but I think through the grapevine his name is Vernon. And here we are back in the wheelchair. Does she not ever sit in a regular chair? There is no other... Okay, you got your coffee table over here. And then there doesn't seem to be any other furniture. It's like, get him a love seat, or, I mean, oh, excuse me, that would, Big Willie wouldn't be able to. You know who I'm talking to. Shout out to you. You named it Big Willie.
I have a Misfits Market box to share with you guys. We decided to try it.
Wow.
Gene has never tried
I'm
it.
confused. Sorry to pause already. Look at these shirts. Like I said before, one of my what does she do? Climb through these? Why are all the shirts stretched out? Does she climb through them? Do you know what I mean? Like up and through instead of over? They're all stretched out. That looks like, I'm sorry. And the nose ring to me, it's not cute. It just doesn't fit her.
It has a little bit of pink on it too.
It does.
Time out, time out, time out. Let me say right now, this is a fair use video. These are my opinions. This is just my opinion. This is not bullying nor harassment. These are my opinions. So, on that note, this video is fair use, and let's get started. This is fair use content. Thank you very much. Just wanted to put that out there, you know what I mean?
Okay, so let's cut into it.
Time out.
Oversized lemon, that's for sure.
Oh, hell, how the hell do we...
Everyone,
How do we
back to
go?
my channel.
Okay, here we go.
And I'm Gene.
And today we have a Misfits Market box to share with you guys.
And that is
We
Vernon.
decided to try another one. Gene has never tried it. I had it before he came here. And there was a little bit of a problem with it because I got it in the summertime and some of the vegetables and stuff was a little warm and not melted. Vegetables don't melt.
They melted, guys. They melted.
Wilty.
Withered and wilt.
Yeah.
I find it... Sorry, I keep pausing already. I find it just... My mind is blown that... I mean, I told you guys I've had agoraphobia before and suffered with it for like a year. Did not leave. I mean, I did go here and there, but it was very hard for me. But I think it's really sad that she doesn't get help. She calls it stuck in or stay in. I forget what it was. I mentioned it in another video what she calls it. But it is agoraphobia when you don't leave the house and shut yourself in. I think she said shut in, but don't quote me. We covered it in another video. Anyways... Subscription things are great, and I think it's amazing for those that can't get out, those, you know, that don't have a car, or, you know, maybe you live somewhere not close to a grocery store, but I think when you're just sheerly lazy and you won't get out of the wheelchair and you rely on everything, especially, you know, with the way things are and the world is right now, I would not honestly want to put 100% my trust in getting my food and my supplies through a service or, you know, just depending on, hey, you know, Gene's got to go get it, or I'm waiting for the subscription or this delivery service. absolutely not would I put all my trust into somebody. I do, I'm not a hoarder, I'm not a stockpiler, but I am a prepper, and I always have, ever since I was young. I honestly don't know. I don't know if it's maybe because where I live, tornadoes, natural disasters, I always keep extra things. No, I don't hoard before you come for me, but I do keep an extra box of tissues, or you seen my last haul, my soaps. I do keep a lot of different things. So when all this started happening, I just started breaking into, my stockpile and, simply using things. Now, today I did have to go pick up a couple extra cleaning supplies, and I do have a subscription coming that we'll get to that in another video. But I also hopefully will be able to save you guys some money. No, it's not sponsored, but it is a link and a code. It is not sponsored, but I love to save you guys money, and I love free stuff, and I'm sure a lot of you do too. Anyways, rein it back in here, Kaya. You know I'm all over the place here and there. But anyways, long story short, I can imagine being in this little tiny apartment, wheeling myself around, actually not even wheeling, on an electric scooter, relying on, what if delivery services shut down? What if, the grocery store, what is it, God, I can't think of it right now. The curbside pickup, or where they deliver it to you. I forget what the actual name, but I can't imagine relying on that. What if that all shut down and then you're just... So I really think it's sad that she doesn't go get help for her stuck-in agoraphobia. And she basically is relying on this man now, which we all know the reason why I think she came for Who Is She, because of the video talking about how Jen used to rely on her mother. That is why I think the channel got struck. We're not going to go down that rabbit hole again. But, when you have... you're 100% relying on somebody else, it's great to rely on your partner or your family, or, but to put yourself 100% in somebody's hands, that's ridiculous. And this is a 44 or 45-year-old woman, not quite for sure what her age is. I think it's 44, but she's a grown woman, and she's getting, around the bend of 45 and 50, and to not be able to do anything for yourself. I mean, I know there was a video out that I watched, and it was saying that she was scared when she first moved into the apartment to take the trash out down the hall. Like, it's terrible, and it's sad that she has let herself get to this point, and, it's really sad that she won't turn this thing around. And, we see Jean out and about walking, I've mentioned, taking a stroll down by the creeks and rivers, and here she is wheeling around this tiny government apartment that, looks like the size of a shoebox. You got your kitchen, your living room, and your bedroom and your bathroom, and it looks like a small efficiency, or even a small apartment, or hotel suite. Not the looks of it a hotel suite, but I'm saying the setup as far as, the little rooms and stuff. So I know that's not what I would want to be happy, but if whatever floats your boat, cool, and, but there's so much more to life, and I also had to realize that with my agoraphobia. One of my friends, hopefully you'll get to meet her, I know I keep saying that, but summer's around the bend, and hopefully this quarantine stuff will slow down, but she can vouch. My heart would just pump out of my chest. I would get nervous. I would feel like I was going to have a heart attack. I would feel like I was going to throw up sometime, and that's how bad it got. But to be honest with you, and I'm going to tell you this, if you are suffering from agoraphobia, and it is one hellacious situation, try and get out. The more you get out, the easier it becomes. Unfortunately, that is how I became, other things, drugs, things like that. I depended on to use as a crutch to be able to go out, honestly. I would say, I'll catch a small buzz, and then, hey, off I go. But that's not the, answer. And unfortunately, I went down a wrong path with doing that, and it really added, fire on the fuel to another problem. I thought, well, hey, I'm out the house, check, it's off. But then I had, a drug problem, and, I wasn't selling and pawning my stuff and robbing my friends and family. I never got to that point, thank God. But, I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired every day. But anyways, let's rein it back in. What I'm getting to is, she's really just let herself, she's 44 years old. She relies on these delivery services. Jean, if all this would end today, and nothing seems guaranteed in the world right now, she would be screwed. Would she or would she not? Say the delivery services stop, the subscriptions, the groceries at your door or whatever it's called. Jen would be screwed. And then you're wasting tampons and sticking stuff up your nose. And excuse me, that to me, them jokes are not funny. You wasted pads, you wasted tampons. So when your lady friend comes and you have to send your errand boy out to go get some, you wasted them for nothing. Or I hope you didn't keep those that you stuck in your orifices. Other than the orifices it's supposed to go. Excuse me, I know that went graphic, but you can't stick stuff up your nose and then put it, it's bacteria, germs in the air, Vernon's hands, Jean, whatever you want to call them. So, I don't think the Instagram jokes are funny. I really don't. I think they're very distasteful. And I think out of all people, she should really, be worried. Like I said, if shit hit the fan, she would be one of the first that would be out of supplies and have nothing. So let's get on with this. I do apologize. I really missed you guys, and I just needed to talk. Sorry.
It was dead summer, to be honest, and it was in the 90s. So now that it's cooler
Yeah,
weather,
you probably just let it go to waste.
For a while now, and we're just now, both of us, getting serious about our health, which we should have been a long time ago, but
9 years later, this girl has been on YouTube, and we're just now getting serious, guys. This time is it. I don't believe anything she says. I think that this is just trying to gain back everybody and pull back the reins from the whole striking thing.
More fruits and vegetables,
and pour subscribers back in.
Another chance. So if you don't know what Misfit Market is, it is a subscription fruit and vegetable service. You can pick from 2 different boxes.
I have heard about this, and I do think, I do think this is a very cool idea, and I do think, but to rely on things like this is what I'm getting at is, I wouldn't want to put my, me eating in somebody else's hands to worry about. I just wouldn't. And I think this here, like I said, let me turn on the light. I think, let's do a fruit and veggie to reel them back in. I kind of made some people mad, so let's reel them back in. I haven't been eating right the last couple months, so let's pretend we're all excited about fruits and veggies and just reel them back in is what I think this is. I think this was a shout out to, let's get one of these boxes and pretend like we're excited about fruits and veggies.
For a week, and it is organic fruits and vegetables that are slightly imperfect, that they don't sell at stores.
I do think it's an amazing program. I really do. Don't get me wrong.
And good to eat. And
They need love too.
exactly.
Yeah.
All fruit needs love.
Yes.
And veggies need love.
They still have a purpose.
Yes. So this box
It's
was
so-
$24.99, and I can't remember.
How much?
$24.99.
Okay.
For the whole thing, which is good because you can spend significantly more on fruits and vegetables.
How would you know? You don't go to the grocery store. How would you know what the price of an avocado or a head of broccoli? You honestly have no idea what's on sale. Come on now. Be honest here. She doesn't know what your ongoing, broccoli cost or a sack of potatoes. I'm sorry, I know these are hideous, but it is what it is. Sorry, guys.
I think it's, I don't know.
Well, look.
I'll have to, yeah, see if there's a, we'll hold the box up and you can show them the box. There's the box, the size of the box. And we'll see. Usually they put a paper on top. I know my last box, this is what they did.
Sorry if you hear
Says
Sugar
15
Bear's
pounds.
down here
So
doing
15
something under my
pounds,
desk. What are
give
you
or take
doing,
a
bug?
couple pounds for the packaging. So I'd say about 12 pounds, 13 pounds of food.
Yeah.
It's funny to me when they get on here and it's like, oh, I have this, but I don't, well, what is this? And I don't know about this, and how does it work? And it's like, get on here. Yeah, I just did a beauty box the first time I had ever got it, but even I asked the store and they had no idea. And yes, I should have got on the website and checked, but when you're doing a whole video based on that, she doesn't even know what she's talking about.
We're going to open it and see what's in it. You can go ahead and take the top
Hold on, guys.
layer
Shug,
of the
I do
packaging off and
apologize.
show you
Hold
what
on.
the top looks like.
What are you doing? I wish you guys could see. This dog is something else. She is laid up under this tiny desk.
After we take the packing off the top. Don't need that. Full pack, that's very important. Moo's back there, he's going to investigate. I don't know if you can see, Moo got his brand new collar today. He got a little bow tie. If I remember at the end of this video, I'll hold him up so you can see. He's not quite sure, he's never worn a collar before. And, well, once I tried to have him wear one and he didn't like it. So I figured that I would try again. I miss Piggy, the sound of his little bell, and that was always so comforting to me. So I decided to get my little Moo Moo a bell, and we don't want to show that yet.
Okay, time out here. So this is where I'm like, okay, cats, and especially her cats, don't go outside. So yeah, color's cute and everything, but cats have sensitive ears, so why do you have a bell on him when you have this tiny apartment? I don't think he, like, probably wants that ringing. I'm not, like I said before, I'm not a veterinarian. I'm not a veterinarian assistant. I am not in the animal field, but I have heard that cats have sensitive ears along with dogs. So you've got that bell ringing right up under his ears, and then you've got a collar on a pet that doesn't go anywhere. I don't even put collars on my dogs unless I take them somewhere. You know, you get irritation. Yes, they fit. They have tons. They have harnesses. I call them their harneys. They have their harneys, and then they have a regular collar. But I just think it's stupid, you know, to irritate. Now, my mom had a German Shepherd that had the chain, like the one that the loop goes through, and she called it her necklace. Excuse me, and the dog absolutely loved it. When it'd slide off, it'd go through the yard and look for it. Some dogs like it, I get it, but mine, I don't put them on unless they're about to go somewhere. So I really don't see the point of this cat having a collar when A, you're not taking it anywhere, and B, it's not, I could see if you had a giant house, but I don't think it's going to get lost in here. Jen doesn't leave the house, so I don't see the cat escaping.
They're like a packaging slip.
I think that's stupid.
Wait, put that back in. Put it back in. Don't unpack it yet.
What are we doing here? Do unpack it, don't unpack it. What are we doing?
I can show how it comes.
What?
This.
Black out your name. Take a permanent marker. See, this shit should have already been done. Get the box, black out the thing, and scoodle-doo. But she already doxed herself in half of the building. Remember when she had the people trying, the jelly beans, she had their thing all in the background and all their room numbers. So she already doxed herself and everybody else. So take a permanent marker and black it out.
Show you what we got, then we'll lay it all out and take a picture of it and insert it and show you exactly what came in here. All right, so first we have this. I think this is, I was reading the
I
things that
think
you
this
probably
is.
get, and I think this is called frizzy lettuce.
Did
And
they not provide a slip?
Oh god, this looks like it's gonna be interesting, you guys. It's called frizzy lettuce. Oh my god.
okay, so we have determined after looking through the box there is no packaging slip. Usually they do put one in.
Thought you had this before, Jen.
There's not this time. So we're just gonna have to. Some of this I know what it is, and then some we'll just have to guess what it is.
Our
this,
veggie
I'm thinking
aficionaire
it's frizzy
here.
lettuce. There was an option of this might be on the website. They give you a list of things that could possibly be in your box, and this looks like the frizzy lettuce. And I was hoping to get this. I've never tried frizzy lettuce, so I'm looking forward to having a salad of that.
Oh, Lord
It's
have
very
mercy.
exotic. Then there's 2 bunches of this, and I think this is bok choy, if I'm not
You've
mistaken.
got that one right. There's
I'm not
one you
quite
got
sure what
right.
Bok choy is. I don't know if it goes in I think it goes
Bok
in salad.
choy does not go in salad, buddy.
Right?
Yes.
It
But-
goes in stir fry. It is a cabbage. Bok choy does not go in salad. Here we go. Veggie aficionado.
There's 2 heads of that,
There's 2 heads of bok choy lettuce that's not lettuce.
and then this,
It's a root.
it's a root.
That, my friends, is a rutabaga, if I'm not mistaken. I don't have my spectacles on. She is lost
Is it a
in the
mushroom?
sauce. Is that a mushroom?
Mushroom.
Does that even look anything close to a mushroom, you guys?
Some root-like material coming
Oh,
out
yeah,
of it.
mushrooms don't have roots.
Yeah, it's very rooty.
I'm just gonna say a turnip.
It's a rutabaga, I'm pretty
So there's one
sure.
of those.
We'll eat it.
Yes.
It's in the root family
And then we got
vegetables,
3 of
yes.
These apples. These look like gala apples, perhaps, or Honey Crisp.
I thought gala was real red. So these would be like a Honey Crisp or something of that nature, yeah.
Honey Crisp.
Maybe.
Honey Crisp.
Yes, sweets.
And there's 2
Cringe
bell
moment.
peppers.
You guys heard of green bell peppers? Exotic.
Very exotic. And then this is, what is this? Purple.
Actually has a tech. And it smells like it came from the lake. That's the smell of
Oh,
health.
yeah.
All natural health.
Red kale.
And that's
organic.
why kale.
Red kale,
Not
organic.
The most fun vegetable to eat. However, one of the most nutritionally dense.
Oh, here
vegetables.
comes Gene, Gene, oh my god, dude, like, didn't even know what it was first, but now it's highly, oh, that gets on my nerves. Gene really thinks he knows a lot.
A lot of iron, a lot of vitamins.
You can actually I've made kale chips before. You just lay it out on a cookie sheet and let it get crisp and put some sea salt on it.
Kale chips are actually pretty decent.
Or a salad.
Especially if you're not eating chips. They're all carb or all raw type of diet.
Our dietary here, our
The next
dietitians.
thing there, Toots. Oh, look, we got some radishes. Those are pretty.
They are pretty. I was about to say the same.
This reminds me of the fairy tale Rumpelstiltskin.
Rumpelstiltskin?
Was it Rumpelstiltskin? Yeah, Rumpelstiltskin. When
Yeah. Was
she's
it?
pregnant
Like,
and she craves radishes, purple radishes, and her husband goes into the witch's garden and steals the purple radishes.
Huh.
And the child
Very
is cursed
suiting.
because the
we've
witch
got
curses
the
her.
magic striker.
Okay. Well,
The magic
you get-
strike
you
garden.
Watch or read that.
Yes.
It's like a children's
She creeps into the night, goes to other channels in the morning, and
But anyhow,
strikes.
radishes. And we've got, this is a summer squash.
summer squash.
See, this is where, like, okay.
I love summer.
I love the theory of the box. Don't get me wrong, I think it's amazing. But with one squash, I would need 2 or 3 to fry or make a dish or a casserole or an au gratin or what I'm going to do with one squash. I mean, you could totally add it to stuff, don't get me wrong, but it seems like, you've got one rutabaga. What are you going to do with one rutabaga? I mean, you could add it with your potatoes and stuff, but it's kind of, I love the theory of the box. Don't get me wrong, I absolutely do, and I with nothing going to waste. And I totally think it's a brilliant idea for those that cannot leave their house, disabled, have to be in a wheelchair, not put themselves in a wheelchair. But what are you going to do with one rutabaga, and what are you going to do with one squash? I mean, even to eat with me and my grandma, it would be like, okay, I can eat a whole squash myself, or to make an au gratin, I'm going to need a couple squashes. Do you know what I mean? So, that's my only qualm with the box here.
You can grill this or saute it.
Chef Jen up in the house, baby.
Some more apples. Yummy.
You don't know what the name is?
No, just an apple.
Just an apple. Now, see, that's handy. Totally can do something with that.
Steamed cauliflower recently. It's pretty good.
Cauliflower.
Doesn't smell too good.
He just looks so bored and just so
No, I'm thinking of...
over it, honestly.
Yeah, oh god, cabbage. Oof.
Like, he does, I'll give him, like, you see he tries to be engaged, but honestly, he's gotta be bored. I mean, he's gotta be, from coming from Texas, I think that was, to where is she? Virginia, West Virginia or something. Texas is awesome. I love Texas. Texas is fast-paced. I love big cars. I love rims. I love stuff like that. Texas is everything to me. If Grandma wasn't elderly, and that is why I'm back here, I've lived in Atlanta, I've lived in different places. If it wasn't for Granny, I don't know if I would be where I am today, but I think Texas is dope. I've always wanted to go to San Antonio to the Christmas light thing. Let me know if any of y'all are from Texas and seen the San Antonio Christmas boats with the lights, because that is like, look it up if you haven't seen it. The boats, the river boats with the lights around Christmas, that is like my damn dream Christmas, for real. One day, I will see that. Before on my bucket list, that is on my bucket list. I think that is amazing. There's a video on YouTube. Check it out. I don't know what it is, but it's like San Antonio Christmas lights, and you ride the boat through with the people, and it is dope as shit.
Has a bad smell to it when it cooks.
No, actually it's pretty pleasant, I thought.
But he looks bored. Sorry, here I'm talking about Christmas lights and this, that, and the other, and rims and cars,
I
and
always thought they were in the same family.
I would think so, someone down the line.
Texas is just super fast-paced compared to Virginia or West Virginia. That's basically what I was getting to is, you know, from coming from there to this. And then he's in this little apartment with somebody that doesn't want to leave. Like, that shit's going to get old after a while. It probably already is. It's been months already.
Sweet potatoes.
Yes.
Those are always
It would be hard to stay clean. It would be hard not to get bored, honestly. I'm being 100. It would be hard not to have a drink. I am not an alcoholic. I am an addict, but it would be hard to stay clean. I'm not going to lie. And she seems like there's a couple videos she's been nitpicky. What was it? Hand me the something or another. Oh, the everything bagel seasoning. Do y'all know what I was talking about that? Hand me the everything, and he's like, he didn't know what it was. Hand me the everything bagel. And he's like, hand me the everything bagel. Like, I need a drink. Straight up. Like, give me a shot and a beer.
That would be a purple turnip, or just a turnip. A purple turnip.
And I do apologize if anybody is in recovery, or I apologize. I'm sorry. I sometimes blah comes out, but honest, I don't sugarcoat shit, and this is the real me. And I've honestly told you guys, this is me in real life. Out like when I'm on YouTube, I'm me. So anything that comes out of my mouth is something that I would say to these people standing in this room. If they was in this room with me, this is the same stuff I would say. So I apologize for that comment if somebody's struggling right now. I really do.
I don't know. If it's a grape...
That is a pomelo. A pomelo is a... It's kind of like in the... I would say maybe like a grapefruit. I want to say it's an Asian... Excuse me, Malaysian, Asian... line. I'm not a pomelo expert. Don't get me wrong here. I'm not, but It's definitely not a lemon. I think it's more in the grapefruit kind of you could compare it to.
Why don't we cut into
Poor
it
little
right now and
fella.
figure it out?
Yeah, let's figure that out. What do you guys guess? Is that a lemon?
Leave your comment below.
That is
and-
not a lemon,
Or
Gene.
grapefruit? It has a stem. Do grapefruits have stems?
They all have stems, bud. They grow on trees.
It has a little bit of pink on it.
Good God.
Okay, so let's cut into
Gene's
it.
usually a jack of all trades. I'm surprised he didn't get that one.
No,
When not,
it's purple
talking about
turnips. I've never had a turnip.
turnips
I
are
hear you can mash
delicious.
them like a potato.
To be honest with you, they're delicious. My grandma's neighbor had a giant garden. Unfortunately, he's passed away. But turnips are everything. You can make them like mashed potatoes just with butter. Cook them in beef broth. Turnips are everything. If you are vegan or vegetarian, you can do some vegan butter or vegan cheese. There's so much you could do with a turnip. I like turnips.
Turnip?
I do.
Is that all that's in the box?
Yes.
Okay, so that was the last.
So you
thing.
got
I'm
one
gonna show you
turnip.
What this strange item is, and then we will take a picture of all the things laying out. And then coming up in the next few days, we will show you what we make. We'll find some recipes. Oh. We'll find some recipes to incorporate our yummies with and see what is it. Here we go. We're gonna cut it.
She's so just talks. I mean, don't get me wrong. I always say silly words, but show our yummies with. They're vegetables. They're not, show our yummies with. Like, you are a 44-year-old woman, pumpkin pie, sitting in a wheelchair. I can't, this shit's cringe to me, straight up.
I can smell it. I know what it is.
Strangely enough, it's actually a lemon,
No,
It's not a lemon.
grapefruit.
and we will have
Are
this
you sure it's a grapefruit?
for breakfast.
Yeah, because we were just about. Yeah, it's definitely a grapefruit. We were
Have
just
that with
about
your
to
13 chaffles.
breakfast when the FedEx guy rang for our Misfit box. So we stopped so we could do this. So this is our Misfit box. I'm not sure when we'll get it again. I definitely want to.
So I'm sure Aaron Boy had to run down and pick that up. My mind is blown that somebody would put themselves in a wheelchair that is absolutely too lazy to walk. It's still mind blowing to me. Every time I see that wheelchair bar, I'm like, dude, I would be so embarrassed if I did not have to. Excuse me, let me turn the light on here so we can make sure. There's absolutely nothing wrong with being in a wheelchair. I am on my grandma's tail right now because she's having a hard time walking with her back, and we got her one of the walkers with the seats. But anyways, what I'm getting to, if you are new to my channel and new to this character, I know some of my people don't know who these characters are. This girl put herself in a wheelchair because she was too lazy to walk. So that is what I mean by embarrassed by that. Don't ever think I'm saying embarrassed to be in a wheelchair. That is not what I meant by any shape. What I meant was being too lazy to walk. That's what I meant. So don't take it the wrong way, my friends. Don't take it the wrong way. What I meant was putting yourself in a wheelchair because you're absolutely too lazy to get up and walk. And I do not think that Jen will ever lose weight, especially if you can eat healthy and you can, leave Peeps cereal at the equation and all that. But if you're not walking, and that's why I can eat things like this, because I get my tail up and I walk around, and you can eat healthy and do this, that, and the other. But if you're not doing the exercise part of it, it just goes hand in hand. But anyways, guys, I think I'm going to end it here. I don't think we need to see them cut open a pomelo. Let's.
They wouldn't pick up, or they wouldn't have it at our grocery store, like the frizzy lettuce. I've never seen it at a grocery store.
It's not called frizzy lettuce, but alright, let's let you call it that.
Actually, I just wouldn't think to buy it. I'm sure they have it at the grocery store. It's not something that I would think to buy.
They have it, Jen, but you wouldn't know because you don't go there.
Incentive to find something to make with it.
Learn, yeah.
Anyways, guys, there's like 50 seconds left. So, if you wouldn't mind, hit that like, hit the dislike, even just shoot me an emoji to let me know you made it through. Thank you so much for joining me. If you do not celebrate Easter, happy holidays. It's just good everyone's you know, we're all here. So, you know, happy Easter if you celebrate Easter. If you don't, just a happy day. Just, you know, I'm glad that you guys are around. Thank you so much for joining me. I do really think of each and every one of you, and I hope that you all are safe, and I hope that you guys have everything that you need. If you ever want to shout, or excuse me, if you ever want to hit me up, shoot me a comment and I'll get back with you. Unfortunately, right now, this is my only social media. I'm not good with tech stuff. I say that all the time, but if you ever need someone to talk to, shoot me a comment and I am around. Have a great day, a great night, depending when you're watching this, and I really hope you guys are all right. Thank you for watching, and Kaya out.